Greetings, YouTube. Recently this week, I commentated a How OP is a Rank 3 6-star Sentinel video, and bossman, who has a Unawakened 6-star Hit-Monkey, has him at Rank 3, as you can see at the bottom there, Rank 3 out of 5, level 45, and wanted to send along some footage. Now, shout out to Mr. Legacy. I believe he has an Awakened 6-star Hit-Monkey that he loves and does very well with. But this, of course, is the unawakened version. So we've got to try to answer the question for us, how OP is he? And hopefully have some level of confidence in that answer. And this is the Labyrinth of Legends Red Hulk, I believe, who historically, even with the best OG champs like Star-Lord, and even though not in the same OG era, we're talking about Stark Spidey here, still takes, a few minutes to get down. So you can see that pretty impressive bleed damage is already doing its thing. 440 per tick just casually, but then getting some huge yellow numbers, those beautiful crits out of it. Now, the simple strategy for when you fight Red Hulk is to just bait that special one and then do exactly what he does after the second animation of it. Just go in and counter. Now, what's fascinating about this fight is that he is also waiting to build up to that special 3. And now, I always think of the Men in Black film series with Hit-Monkey. He just looks like he should be fighting along like Will Smith. Alright, so gets the special 3 off. Look at that crit bleed, 2,036 per tick. And then you've got the over 10,000 crits on what appears to be the mediums of his attack. I mean, this is incredible. What I love about OP champions like Hit-Monkey in this is that he does not need to be awakened, right? Like, this is not the case where you get a third of the puzzle piece when you open the 6-star champion. And when I say that, I mean you have to get the champion, that's a third. You have to awaken the champion, which is a second third, which in some cases will not happen for a very, very long time because the rarity of 6-star awakening gems and even the opportunity to open a 6-star crystal for the average summoner still takes, over a month at best. But, does not need to be awakened, does not need to be at high sig, which is that third piece of the puzzle piece. You get the champion straight out of the box. They become such a huge, crucial part of your roster and of your questing and attack team, whether it be Alliance Quest, Alliance War, or General Questing. All right, he is already getting him close to half health down, and he's not even at 80 hits. I remember when I was proud to do that with the Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. So that's pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. Nice little intercept there. That 2,036 damage per tick is just so satisfying. I don't know about you, but when I look at that, I just think, wow, awesome. Also, that resist really came in handy. Nice mastery setup for that ability to take that heavy on the face without taking massive damage. And, you're just letting the bleeds do the work. I guess I should have asked him if he had deep wounds maxed or not, so I don't have the answer to that question. But I just know that so much of the damage that he's dealt in this fight has come from those bleeds. Another special 3, staring him down. I also imagine those sunglasses with that Men in Black reference are the kind that you erase somebody's memory of. So you put them on, flash that memory eraser, and then go about your day. If you've never seen the Men in Black series, all these references are going to mean nothing to you, but hopefully somebody appreciates it. He did say that he had some server connection issues at the end that he edited out. You can see the really annoying and fearful. Anytime you see that server connection icon in the bottom right flash, you got to think to yourself, oh no, is this all about to be lost? And my heart goes out to those of you who not only the answer to that in the abyss you were in the middle of was yes, but in some very rare but brutal cases, you were actually kicked out of your abyss path altogether after the maintenance came back online. So, here we go. Crazy bleed damage. So much fun to fight with. You're seeing just a very simple strategy, right? Throwing mediums and lights and also special threes. That's it. That's the kind of champion I love to fight with. And not only that, but he is also, of course, despite his size, not nearly as much of a glass cannon champion that takes a hit as, say, Rocket Raccoon or Wasp. Okay, so now we are looking at him against the Guardian boss, or Guardian. I always add a "the" in front of his name out of habit. I did the same thing for Thing and used to call him the Thing. And some of you pointed out quite accurately that that was a waste of the word "the." And so I am trying to not make the same mistake with Guardian instead of the Guardian. But look how fast this fight melts. You know, if you were to cover, sometimes I like to do this game, if you were to cover the PI of the defenders and just say you knew that Hit-Monkey was 17,000 and you saw how fast the health ticked down of the defender and you had to guess how high the rating was, I would say, okay, maybe 20,000, right? Because they look so comparable in terms of PI and rating, and yet no. He is more than twice the PI of his 17,000 attack, and yet you can't tell that from just how fast the health down on that Guardian. How about Sasquatch? That for a counter. He's got Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and Warlock with him. I don't know enough about Hit-Monkey to know if that means anything synergy-wise or not. But regardless, first off, the intercepting game of him against Sasquatch is very impressive to me. I also may be the worst person on YouTube at dexing the special one of Sasquatch. I get overconfident, I get cocky, I think I've dexed it, and then I get hit by it, and I get stunned, and sometimes stun locked. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, especially doing it on a live stream and think, wow, this is hopefully just making people feel better about themselves when they watch this gameplay. But then, you know, sometimes I can do well too. It's not like I get wrecked every single time, but at the same time, it's well, it's nice. Look at all those crit bleeds. Wow. Stacked 4 at one point, I believe. Got the dex down, unlike me. And then that intercept is just killing it. Wow. This is absolutely the kind of champion that just makes the game fun to play, you know? And that's the reason why you play this game. So got him down very quickly. Knife in hand. And now I know where this Wasp fight is, but I don't. But we do have, I believe, our first class advantage fight for Science Champion that he's gone after in this compilation of OP examples of Hit-Monkey's power. And God, this crit bleeds are just insane. Now doing about 2,000 damage per tick. Wasp, who, like I said, is a glass cannon champion earlier in the video, so she didn't have the highest health pool, but still making easy work out of somebody who she's going down so fast, internet phrases, that I would actually think her PI on paper was lower than his, and yet it is a high ranking Wasp. And then we also have, I can't remember, boss for Act 6 Ultron. I don't know. Maybe it is. Either way, this is a fascinating fight because we have focused so much on Hit-Monkey's ability to cause bleed against the defender, but of course Ultron is bleed immune. So you'd think that would really hamper his ability to cause damage, and yet he is still throwing those big yellow numbers in just about every hit, making the immunity canceled out by the damage. And so much so that it's truly just amazing how well this is going. This is definitely not the Act 6 Ultron, because I took him down with Star-Lord, but you can't parry because of those nodes. This looks like such a simple fight. Like, I swear you're fighting like a 5-star rank 4 Ultron with this damage, and yet you're not. You're just fighting a 46,100 Awakened 6-star Ultron like it's nothing. Wow. I'm going to sound like Captain America. I could do this all day. I could watch these fights all day. Just astounding. And then we've got Miles Morales. Shout out to Bossman for putting together this compilation of fights. He was so excited to show the community what this unawakened 6-star looks like, so that if you were blessed enough to eventually pull a 6-star Hit-Monkey, you knew you could rank him up right away and not need him to be awakened or at any kind of high sig to justify that rare rank 2 or even, in this case, rank 3 rank up. Which is saying something, because let's be real, most 6-stars in the 6-star pool, even if they're not trash, they are champions that are certainly not going to be the wisest to take to rank 2 and use those very precious resources. Look at those, not only bleeds again, but also the ability for him to cancel out Miles' most annoying evade mechanic. That fight was crazy fast. Wow. 28 hits. Holy cow. And then we have, he sent quite a few videos along showcasing that utility. I know you can't see me because I'm just doing a voiceover in this and my microphone over the video, but I am smiling ear to ear. It's the kind of champion I love to fight with. And this has helped convince me that maybe someday I should take up Hit-Monkey if I ever get him. Now, that might be in the year 2022, but, a guy can still dream. All right, here we go. Look at those crit bleeds. I love how this champion, you're just doing normal combos, right? You're not having to refresh specials or do anything. And then look at the special, too. Okay, so he did push him to a special 3 there. This must be the, Realm of, is it Realm of Legends, right? Is Rhino in Realm of Legends? I don't remember. I'm just not used to seeing a champion that's outside of Realm of Legends get pushed to a special 3, but not have to worry about it actually activating. All right, well, that was amazing. Wow, he's so OP. He's so fun to watch. And, wow, this is a fast kill. We have the classic. Maybe this is to end it. The classic man who desperately needs to upgrade his poor lack of healthcare. Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. And, I talk about, because you could, in theory, everybody always focuses on how many hits did it take to go down. Well, that's a deceiving argument because you technically get him down in 0 hits with Quake, but it would take freaking forever. So I don't look at Realm of Legends Winter Soldier tests with the number of hits. I look at as how fast can you get the champion down, because to me that's what matters most. If you can take the champion down under 2 minutes, sometimes under 1.5 minutes, and that might be about what we stare at here, because this damage is ticking off so fast. You can talk about him being ticked off, quite literally, when you examine the crit bleeds and just the insane amount of damage caused. Man, this is dangerous because it's making me really, really thirsty to get my hands on a Hit-Monkey. Look at that special too. All those crits ending with the 10,000 crit plus the bleed. And it's not like he's taking a bunch of recoil damage with suicides either, right? He might have glass cannon maxed, but maybe that's it. Nice team and single potions on that too. Well, there you go. Wow, I know this was a longer video than normal, Boss Man, but I wanted to highlight all the videos that you sent over to me recently, and I really appreciate how much you've convinced, hopefully not just the community, but certainly myself, that this guy does not need to be awakened to be an absolute slayer and so much content and just so much fun to play with a very simple play style that looks very easy to master. I don't even have a 4-star Hit-Monkey, so I want to just try him out as a 4-star, but can't. Anyhow, we'll let my jealousy end this video and say thanks again to the summoner for submitting all these tips to commentate. Another great 6-star champion, Unawakened, to take straight to rank 2, or in this case, rank 3.